Magnification for IGCSE Biology. What is magnification? It's simply how many times larger is an image compared to the actual size of the object. If you're ever struggling to do a calculation based on this, then I recommend learning the I am triangle, which helps you work out what formula to use if you're ever presented with a question. So here it is. I is image size, A is actual size, and M is magnification. If you're looking for the actual size of an object, cover up the A with your finger, then you're left with an I over an M, so actual size is image size over magnification. If you're looking for magnification, it's image size over actual size. So that's it, that's the formula. It's very, very important when you're doing the calculation to make sure your image size and actual size are in the same units. Okay, that's really important. So there are 1,000 micrometers in 1 millimeter and 1,000 millimeters in 1 meter. That's very important. Now we're going to do a calculation based on this, so you can actually apply this. So here's a question. It's a micrograph of some bacteria, and it's asking you to find the actual width in micrometers. Now, we know that magnification is how many times larger the image is compared to the actual size of the organism. We can also use this triangle, conveniently placed in the side. Now, if you're not given this in the exam, it's okay, it's quite easy to remember, just I am. Magnification is image size over actual size. Actual size is image size over magnification. Now, what is the image size? We are told to find the actual width of this bar X, the width of the bacterium. Well, the image size would be the actual measured distance X, the actual image size. So I would take out my ruler and I would place it on this image, and I would say, okay, I measured about 15 millimeters, which is actually what I'd get if I printed out this paper and measured it. It would be 15 millimeters. Okay, so that would be my first step. Take out my ruler, measure the image size, that is the I. We are told the magnification of 32,000, and we can put those both into the equation, so here it is. The first step is to use the formula image size over magnification, because remember, we get a pointer. So we are told the magnification, we are told the image size. Well, we can work it out, we can use our ruler to measure it, then we've got the actual size that we need to work out, so that is I over M. Then we can use our ruler, convert it into micrometers. Like I said, that's a very important step. Convert it into micrometers so that everything's in the same units, and we are told to find the actual width in micrometers, so I needed to convert my image size into micrometers. Put it into the formula. 15,000 divided by 32,000 gives you 0.47 micrometers, which is the answer. Now, the final thing I want you to do after you finish the calculation is to just do a little sanity check and make sure this makes sense. The actual width of something so small, bacterium, it sounds correct. It's 0.47 micrometers. Yep, that sounds perfectly reasonable. You don't want the answer to be something like 1 millimeter, 1 centimeter. That's when you know you've gone wrong, when you're when you're calculating the actual width of a bacteria to be about 1 meter. That's nonsense. So that's just a good check to do after you've worked this out. But this seems like a really good, really reasonable number for a size, and that's basically how you apply the formula to answer a question. I hope that made sense. If not, put any comments, put any questions in the comments. Thank you for watching.